From natural phenomena to the paranormal, these are the top 10 scary videos only understood by higher beings. Number 10. Scary Selfie Guest. This is a selfie video turned mystery posted to r/ghosts by chitysock. Two girls are filming a video selfie. Assuming they are home alone, the pair is messing around, doing their thing. Later, they find someone else was there the entire time. Can anyone ID this figure, writes the Redditor, and so the mystery begins. As the girls zoom in on their faces, the camera swings to the left, and that's when you can see the dark, seemingly hooded figure cross in the background. It disappears behind the blonde girl's head without alerting the girls to its presence. The mod of the subreddit, DifitH, writes, "It's inconclusive what the figure is, but it does look like it's trying to hide." While some are going full Grim Reaper in the comments, others think it's just a family member wearing either a hood or with mid-length hair. Most agree, however, that the figure is menacing and the way it moves is creepy. They note that it's solid and not transparent at all. Could it be an intruder? The OP weighs in saying that this is his girlfriend's sister's daughter, and they claim there was no one in the house at the time. While many commenters aren't sold on that claim, they do admit that the figure rises up like it's materializing, which is genuinely creepy. Are you scared? I definitely am. Before we go any further, I want to talk about this video's sponsor. Raid Shadow Legends has taken over, and gaming will never be the same again. Raid is the first game to bring a true console-level experience to your phone. They've set the bar high and there's no going back. Use my download links below to download Raid yourself to your mobile phone or PC. I've been playing Raid for a while now, and these are some of the champions I've been using. Ignitius. He deals heavy damage even though his damage scales off of defense, as well as stuns on his default attack and taunts the entire enemy team on his second skill, offering great team control. I also like No Rog. This big spiky boy is often overlooked, but can help balance out a lot of teams. He locks down the enemy with block active skills on his default attack, and AoE block buffs on his second skill. And this month, Raid's got a jammed-packed schedule of events to kick off the summer, as well as a load of new content, and as always, they've got a bunch of brand new champions coming out, and every single one of them looks absolutely badass. I mean, just look at these guys. There's also a new rotation of the Doom Tower, which I definitely want to finish this month, so I'm gonna be trying to summon as many of these new champs as possible to see if they can help get me to reach the top. So what are you waiting for? If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code, and you'll get an epic hero, Chonaru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower, as well as 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, and it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you in the game. Number 9. Creepy, not so abandoned mill. The best way to urban explore is via a drone. All the exploration, none of the risk, but even drone exploration might give you a good scare. Published to YouTube by Lissy Noel in May of 2021, the haunted mill is supposed to be abandoned, but is it? A drone captured something in the window that definitely appears to be the outline of a human figure.
Alright, let's see if we can see anybody in there. Wait, what was that? Was that a figure?
The silhouette of a transparent shadow can be seen framed in the upper window against the background of the mountains and blue sky beyond. The mysterious figure darts out of view the closer the drone gets to the building. Do you see it? How can it be explained? Perhaps the building is not so abandoned after all.
Wait, what was that? Was that a figure? Did you guys see that?
Number 8. Creepy phantom foot fan. Have you ever been drifting off to sleep when you sense that something is touching the bottom of your feet? Well, maybe you're not imagining things. Published by Yoga Master TV in June of 2020. This mysterious figure was captured on CCTV bothering a sleeping man. The scary footage shows the man napping when he suddenly awakens, disturbed from his sleep. At first, the situation appears commonplace, but if you look closely to his right, you see that it's not. A whitish figure is crouching and kneeling at the man's feet at the end of his bed. The creepy figure even appears to touch the sleeping man's feet before vanishing. This is right before the man bolts upright and leaves his bed to sit on a nearby couch. Was this man disturbed by the mysterious transparent figure? And why the feet? Perhaps the creepy phantom is a fan of feet. Number 7. Mysterious animal. For 2 months, residents in a rural community of East Texas had reported seeing a white ghostly figure wandering through the tree lines and pastures on the outskirts of town. For a time, the mysterious being's omnipresence was spread only by word of mouth, but in January of 2016, a local believes he may have caught the culprit on camera. Landowner Mitchell Cox told KLTV he thought the creature was a dog when he first saw it.
When I first saw the white animal, the first thing I thought it was possibly a dog. I feel blessed to be able to actually see it.
But upon closer inspection, he realized he might be capturing one of the rarest sights in nature, a white albino mountain lion.
No, that's too big for a house cat. I actually showed it to a couple of game wardens during hunting season.
Morris County Sheriff's Office investigator Herschel Stroman said of the video, "The cat jumps across about a 6-foot creek there. At first, my initial thought was that it was an edited video, but upon talking to people, I believe it's true."
The cat jumps across about a 6-foot creek there. At first, my initial thought was it was an edited video, but upon looking at it and talking to people, I believe it's true and for white albino mountain lion.
Local children had reported seeing the mysterious big cat around, but when they told their parents about it, the parents assumed it was just a large field cat.
My kids come in the house all the time, a month, saying, "I seen a cat, I seen a big cat, I seen a big cat," and I just passed it off as a big field cat.
It's too scary.
Well, some biologists who have viewed the video are erring on the side of caution, saying it might simply just be that, a large domestic cat. Others who have seen it with their very eyes claim it's just too big, and the way it moves is akin to a mountain lion. While it's unlikely that a big cat would be roaming in plain sight during the day, residents have come to a consensus that's exactly what they saw. Do you see it? I do. Number 6. Scary ghost encounter. Rituals done in the darkness of night. An abandoned Italian castle. A goat trapped, perhaps for said ritual. This haunted tale has it all, and what you're about to see may just convince you that the paranormal is all too real. Published to YouTube by Pitt, or the Paranormal Investigation Team, in June of 2021. This team of Italian investigators take on a haunted castle at night. Pitt writes that they had a report about an old abandoned castle in which a live goat was found locked in. When locals alerted the police, they came back to release the goat and found things like glass breakers, black capes, and blades. The conclusion they drew is that some dark magic is being secretly performed within the castle walls. The team was then permitted to execute a nighttime investigation. The atmosphere inside the castle is beyond creepy. At night, and as they explore it, things get even scarier.
Infatti.
È quello. Raga!
Cos'è stato?
Non mi ha fatto niente!
Cos'è stato? Raga, è di qui! Raga, è di qui! Dobbiamo per forza capire se è forte, se è agitato. Raga! Hai visto?
What happens next will give you chills. Paulo is walking up the stairs when something pushes him, sending him tripping down a flight, jostling his camera.
Porca miseria, raga!
While at first it appears that whatever force shoved him is invisible, when watching the footage back in slow motion, you can see that his camera managed to capture something hovering on the stairs, landing that wasn't there before. A mysterious tall figure without much shape or form looms in the darkness.
Mi ha spinto! Come ti ha spinto? Mamma mia, che botta! Aspetta che devo guardare se...
Pit writes, since this episode happened, many witnesses claim to continue to see a figure wandering between the walls of the castle and from the windows. Is this the very figure that pushed Paulo down the stairs? Only a higher being could explain it. Number 5. Scary skyscraper adventure. You go to an amusement park for the thrill rides, but when one is foisted upon you by a mishap, it's no longer thrilling, it's terrifying. Window washers on a 50-story tower in Oklahoma City got the ride of their lives while just trying to do their jobs. The whole thing was caught on camera via scary videos from above and below. Heavy winds whipped over Devon Tower, causing their platform to careen back and forth at over 800 feet above the ground, swinging uncontrollably. The window washers held on tight as bystanders watched helplessly from below. Fire crews were quickly called in to rescue the workers. The first responders threw rope to the window washers, who were able to tie the platform and anchor it enough to return to the tower. Although the Oklahoma City Fire Department made a successful rescue in the end, the window washers were forced to hold on for their lives aboard nature's thrill ride for about an hour, wondering if they'd survive. Miraculously, neither worker sustained any injuries during the scary incident. I already had a fear of heights, but this took it to a whole new level. Number 4. Jacob's Well. Beauty can be dangerous. This was never more true than in this natural spring called Jacob's Well. Published to YouTube by Grunge in April of 2020, this submerged sinkhole that's led many to their demise lies just outside of Austin, Texas. The karstic spring's mouth is only 12 feet in diameter, but draws many to the area for a nice summer dip in the cool waters. However, the seemingly safe pool is called a well for a reason. The pool drops 30 feet into a submerged cave system, angling downward at 120 feet and branching into numerous chambers, some with narrow restrictions. Cave divers have mapped the system of Jacob's Well in a venture called Jacob's Well Exploration Project. This has revealed 2 main passageways, each extending thousands of feet into the watery depths of the well. Unfortunately, the creepy cave has been known to draw those too inexperienced or unequipped to dive in it, with false chimneys that led divers to dead ends and tight chambers that can trap them. At least 9 have passed away on site, with some estimates putting the toll of those who have lost their lives at more than a dozen. One of these events involves the 1979 passings of a pair of California divers who took a late-night dive in Jacob's Well while camping out with a group of friends. They dove without a safety line or backup lights. The chamber's entry is so tight that the pair had to remove their oxygen tanks and take them in separately. We can only guess what happened next. Neither resurfaced and their bodies weren't recovered despite weeks of searching by rescue divers. One diver, Don Dibble, who has pulled remains from Jacob's Well, attempted to prevent more passings by placing a grate on the cave system's entrance. Weeks later, he returned to the grate missing and a sign reading, "You can't keep us out." And so the danger remains here, and with it more passings to sadly come. Number 3. Mysterious birthday blowout. Make a wish, or don't. The woman in this scary video, posted to TikTok by Parasomnia MX, wasn't given the choice. The clip shows a woman named Lily celebrating her 31st birthday with her friends and family. She's getting ready to blow out the candles on her cake, for which there are 13, an unlucky number for the superstitious among us. But before she can make her wish, this happens. someone or something steals her wish, blowing out all the candles and leaving only 3 alight. It's as though a big gush of wind extinguished the flame, but the group is inside. The candles also seem to have been blown out from the focal point of the birthday girl, not toward her, but no one on that side of the table appears to be the culprit. Looking slightly perplexed, the birthday girl finishes them off, but then looks around again, confused. Some in the comments say there must be bad energy in the room. Others theorize that the 3 candles left alight could mean she only has 3 years left to live. One commenter, user 587-658-367-4180, notes that birthdays have long been considered pagan rituals, as early celebrations of birthdays were tied to pagan gods. The early church considered them celebrations of evil. Does this scary video give credence to that historical interpretation? There's no way to know for sure. Number 2. Scary dashcam footage. While fleeing justice, you might barely escape with your life. This dashcam footage was captured on camera in January of 2015 by the Eureka Police in California. The dispatcher alerts the cops that a suspect wearing a blue shirt is fleeing on his bicycle.
All subjects are white male, but the one that was seen jumping over the fence was possibly wearing a blue shirt.
The cops are on it. They quickly round a corner and head to the address. The suspect is spotted up ahead, flying down the road on said bicycle. The police speed up, making several turns as the suspect flees. They tell the man over the megaphone to stop, saying it's not worth it.
White Washington Canada, white male but wearing a black hat, blue shirt, and blue shorts.
Hey, bud, it's not worth it, bro.
But the suspect thinks it is and continues on, somehow believing he's going to outrun a vehicle. They remain on his tail, while another police car is seen approaching from the other direction, trying to corner him in.
Change order 5. 31's up. Hey, just stop, man. It's not worth it. The canine.
The man dodges them, while the first police car continues to track him. In the end, the inevitable happens. He jumps up, resuming his flight as the police drive up on him.
4 bicycle just in case. People in them.
He abandons his bicycle and continues to flee on foot off screen, but is heard being reprehended.
You ain't committing. Go on the ground. Go on the ground. Go on the ground. Not worth it, bro. Stop running!
The suspect was taken into custody on multiple charges. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Creepy alleyway phantom. From junkyard dogs to bandits, a shadowy alleyway is no place for mere mortals at night, but it is the place for phantom jinn. Captured by CCTV in Delhi, India, this scary video was published by Rajiv Singh in February of 2021. The video's timestamp reveals that this footage was captured just after midnight, floating down from the top corner of the screen. A creepy transparent shadow figure appears and then disappears just as quickly. As the film rolls, the shadowy figure reappears and seems to stroll or float quickly down the path. It again moves off screen, but then bobs across the bottom of the screen one more time, as though its head is just visible while its body is out of view. Why is this phantom haunting the alleyway? Did some horror akin to Jack the Ripper happen here? Is the bathroom your happy place? Well, not for long. We dare you to try to get through these top 10 scary videos that can only be watched in the bathroom.